Hey Bobcat fans, Leon Costello here on an exciting day as we get to take a first-hand look at the new Bobcat Athletic Complex. I'm here with Travis Kablan of Martell Construction, and we are going to get a first-hand tour of the new digs here at Bobcat Stadium. Come on and let's go. Right now we are currently in the locker room space. Behind us, or in front of us here, is the shower space along with the toilets on this side here with the wet area, and then the space for the locker rooms. Going back to the kind of the X brace, we've got about 5,000 or so square footage here of locker room space, laid out great for our team. We're excited about one, the layout and the efficiency this will provide for our student athletes and our coaches as they prepare for game day, but even prepare for practice and things that they'll do throughout their day while they're here in this site. Travis, anything to add?
Yeah, the space will accommodate about 111 lockers, so there's room for all players, and between the space between the lockers on the wall and the lockers in the middle, plenty of room to move around. So it's a very well planned out space, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic for the team and for the Bobcats.
I think that's a great point. We do have the lockers in the foreground here, but also there is a kind of a lounge area for the players to kind of relax, maybe in between practices and class time, or after games, before games, things like that. But very well thought out, very well laid out as far as efficiency goes for our student athletes.
Yeah, it'll be comfortable. It'll be a place where they're going to want to stay and hang out for sure. It's an awesome space.
So now we're on the second floor of the Bobcat Athletic Complex, and we are in a great space because one, it's a multi-purpose space that we'll be able to get a lot of use out of across the entire athletic department. But it's one where our entire football team will be able to fit into and have meetings. So we are in the football team room, and here we will be able to divide up into offense and defense. We'll also be able to have full team meetings right in this space. So if you can imagine, we're going to have tiered seating in here, and theater style seats for about 110, and space for all of our student athletes to be able to sit comfortably and go through video meetings, team meetings, position meetings, and things like that. Plus, I do like the multi-purpose space, and we can use it from an athletic department perspective for staff meetings and other things that we can think of.
Yeah, and this space is great because it actually has a dividing wall too, so you can put in all 110 seats, or you can split and go 55-55 each side, so you can actually split offense and defense, put the soundproof wall in between and have different conversations, or if it has other uses, then you can use smaller groups and divide it as well.
We are still on the second floor of the Bobcat Athletic Complex, on the same floor as the team room. Here we're going to show you a view of what our coaches will see on a day-to-day basis. So now we are looking out onto the field. This whole space will be lined with our coaches' offices and meeting rooms and meeting spaces for our coaches. But really it's a straight line of coaches' offices. Some are individual offices, some are spaces to meet with their position groups on a daily basis. And so again, as we compare this to our space in the field house, our coaches will have space to spread their wings a little bit and operate in a much more efficient manner in a way in which a Division I football program should.
Yeah, the views are going to be a little better here too. This will have windows all the way down this line, so you'll be able to see the field the entire time. There's some windows on that side too, so you have the views of the mountains all the way through. It's just a tremendously upgraded space.
And one of the neat things about this space is as soon as they get done practicing, they'll be able to come right into this building, come up the stairs, get into their offices, download video, and then be able to meet with their position groups right after practice. Again, talking about the efficiency of not having to walk across Kagi and go back over to the field house. This facility being at the doorstep of the Bobcat Stadium really will provide a much needed upgrade as far as efficiency goes for our program.
Absolutely.
All right, Travis, so right now we're standing in the ticket space, where the ticket windows, where our fans will be able to come and purchase tickets, pick up tickets from will call and do all their ticketing needs here. We are on the north, kind of west corner of the facility, but really behind us is what we want to focus on. And if you look at the area with the yellow tarp down, that is the weight room. And again, one of the primary functions of this facility is to be able to train and develop our student athletes, and to be able to provide an extra space for them to come over here and work out. It really doubles the space that we have available as far as weight room space. We still have our space in the field house, but then we basically double our square footage in this facility for our weight room. But the thing that's great about this facility is that the layout of our weight room and the setup of this weight room, again, we talked about efficiencies. It would be much more efficient for all of our student athletes to come into this facility and to be able to get a workout.
Absolutely. It's just like we were talking about upstairs. When you come in from practice, the coaches can go to their office. But with this facility, everything's connected. So we come right off the practice field and we're right in one facility, one building. This slab will actually be poured next week, so that'll be down and ready to go. You can see the open structure on this wall, so there'll be a lot of windows. A really great visual. You can see out, and then everybody coming through campus can see how hard the Bobcat student athletes are working.
Yep. A lot of natural light, about 5,200 square feet. Also includes offices for our strength staff and our support staff in this area. So Travis, we are on the northeast side of the Bobcat Athletic Complex, and this is the main entrance, kind of the general public entrance to this facility. Obviously, we wanted a space where student athletes could hang out when they're not at practice, when they're maybe in between classes, kind of a lounge type space there where they could hang out, but also we wanted a space where we could gather as well. And this first floor allows kind of some of that flow for us to be able to gather in this space, stairs to get up to the second floor where the football offices are, but also a path that leads you down to the nutrition station, the fueling station, and in the weight room, and how to get into kind of the back of house type spaces here too. So this lobby kind of shows off an entrance for us. A lot of glass, a lot of windows for when you come into the building. It's kind of a wow factor for us.
Yeah, it's a pretty fantastic space. It really shows off the heritage and the legacy of MSU Bobcat Athletics. There's a lot of very unique elements that are going to be in this space that, you know, it's going to be a pretty fantastic unveiling when it opens up, and you can see what the plans are for the inside of this coming through this main entry. There's a really neat custom stairwell going in, and a couple other items that I think we'll save.
We have a few things up our sleeves that we'll save for a later day, but again, it's a great space. It's a great way to come into the building. It's a great way to show off the building, but also, again, kind of a multi-purpose space where we could do some different activities in this space as well.
Yeah.
Bobcat fans, thanks for joining us today. Travis, thanks for joining me today and giving our fans a kind of a behind-the-scenes look at what the Bobcat Athletic Complex is going to become. We hope to do this again here, maybe in a few weeks, to give you a little bit more of an understanding of what the facility is shaping up to be, with a little more framing, a little more activity, a little more things done that will really show our fans what this facility is to become.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to keep going and doing future episodes of the walkthroughs of the Bobcat Athletic Complex, because it'll show every new episode we get to see the place take shape, and everybody's going to get more of an idea of what it really is. Right now with the structure up, you get an idea of size and mass, but when we can really start putting in walls and understanding how these spaces are going to be utilized, every time we get to do one of these meetings and walkthroughs, it's just going to take more and more shape. It's going to be pretty great.
Understanding the layout and what it'll do for a student athlete's experience when they enter this facility will have a huge impact on all of our programs, and that's what I'm excited for. Sure. So watch out for more episodes as we continue the construction process here at the Bobcat Athletic Complex. Thanks for joining us, and go Cats.